Hi, my name is Ziana, and this is a pathophysiology overview of my semester project. So my semester project is regarding the relationship between depressive disorder and omega-3 fatty acids. So here I also have an omega-3 fatty acid. Okay, so for my project with depression, there's so many variables that go in to what causes depression, what affects depression, how to treat depression. So in my project, I'm primarily focusing on serotonin and serotonin depletion, how that affects the biological systems in the body. And then throughout my presentation, I use depression to refer to depressive disorder. So the biological processes behind depression is typically a result of depletion of one of the three main neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, or norepinephrine. And then studies have found that omega-3 fatty acids are a key part of serotonin regulation in the brain. So the most notable ones are EPA and DHA. And in studies, they have found that people who have low levels of EPA and DHA experience psychiatric illnesses. There's one study which I found very interesting that in individuals who had attempted suicide, it was suggested that low omega-3 fatty acid levels were a risk factor for suicide. So these individuals were in the hospital setting when they were admitted after attempted suicide. They took their blood serum levels and saw that they had low levels of omega-3 fatty acids. And then here I have a diagram from the FASEV journal, kind of showing the part that omega-3 fatty acids in the form of EPA and DHA play in serotonin regulation, and how it affects brain function. So when there is low EPA and DHA, there's poor executive function, poor sensory gating, and impulsive behavior. So it is very important to have omega-3 fatty acids for depression. The key organ systems that depression affects are going to be the central nervous system and the digestive system. Under the central nervous system, we have the brain and the nerves. And then under the digestive system, we have the small intestine and stomach. Out of these two systems, the parts I want to focus the most on are the brain, so where we're creating and uptaking these neurotransmitters, and the small intestine, where we typically absorb most of our omega-3 fatty acid. So the predicted outcomes of what I'm researching is increasing an individual's intake of dietary omega-3 fatty acids may improve symptoms of depressive disorder. So by hopefully by consuming more omega-3 fatty acids, we would be increasing the serum levels of the omega-3 fatty acids, which in turn would regulate the serotonin, and the effects of low serotonin would be minimized. So symptoms of depression, cognitive dysfunction, in the previous slide, I had mentioned that depression was a risk factor for different gastric diseases, including gastric cancer. So minimizing those risks by regulating serotonin. And then another predicted outcome that I had was in individuals who have adequate consumption of omega-3 fatty acids through their diet, but they're still experiencing symptoms of depression, or if we were to take a blood serum panel and find that they had low omega-3 fatty acids, there may be an issue in their small intestine with the uptake of omega-3 fatty acids, since the small intestine is where omega-3 fatty acids are uptaken. If they have an adequate amount in their diet, but their levels are so low and they're still experiencing symptoms, this might be the source of the problem. So here's my works cited, but ultimately, I believe that increasing omega-3 fatty acid concentration through dietary intake could help alleviate some symptoms of depression. Thank you.